Greetings to the world! I, your humble messenger, the Sunglass Kid, have been asked by SourceFed to witness the grandeur of the daughter of Isis herself, Cleopatra! Okay, that might have been a little bit too much. Actually, that does sum up the film quite well. A grand old story that has been polished up so much that it's a lot like looking at the sun, and that you don't want to look at it too long, otherwise you hurt yourself. This is to be expected coming from Hollywood from back in the day, and their tactics haven't changed much. Instead of having you marvel at the individual hairs of fictional beasts, here you are awestruck by how many people there are, and what multitudes there are. From the crowds of armies, crowds of marketplace goers, crowds of parade attendees, it seems like there's no end to them. And are they mulling around pieces of drywall hoisted up to look like an ancient Rome or Alexandria? Oh no. If it weren't for the lighting in the stage segments, I would have thought that the $40 million spent was spent on a time machine. The amount of detail and care that went into building these sets is something that I wish the designers of Hollywood today would copy. You wouldn't expect less from an Academy Award-winning set. And what of Cleopatra herself? As our own Philip DeFranco would say, bitches be crazy. Unlike other portrayals of Cleopatra, Elizabeth Taylor's interpretation of the leader of Egypt is a woman of fierce determination, not willing to bow to anyone. When she finds Caesar, here she finds someone who can make her wishes come true. What wish is that? World domination! No, seriously. It's at this part that I'm slightly bothered by. The movie doesn't explain why she wants to rule the world. I don't know if it's to make the world a better place, that she wants all the power or what, but here we are. The thing is, though, Caesar doesn't want to do it at first. He realizes the undertaking that is required, the time he needs, and the will of the people he needs to accomplish this. And yet, somehow he starts to take to the idea that maybe it can be done, though it does take a lot of prodding from Cleopatra. However, he makes the mistake of running this idea past the Roman Senate, and they don't like the idea. So much so, in fact, that they kill him. Enter Mark Antony, played by Richard Burton, who tries to pick up where Caesar left off. He tries to, at least. Antony keeps on whining about how he's no Caesar, about how he misses him. Funny, but that's the same way how I feel about Rex Harrison's Caesar, too. You can't help but like the guy, especially his humor and how he handles things. During a fight with the Egyptian army, and it's a sure thing that they're going to win, he declares that they will wait until dawn. And what happens until dawn? I thought you knew. The sun comes up. Witty quips like that, you can't help but like Caesar. Whereas the best thing Antony has got going for him is that we get to see him hook up with Cleopatra. If only the Deathly Hallows had come out back in the day. You know how Hollywood... It's a Hollywood phase nowadays to take a single story and chop it up into two parts. The story of Cleopatra here is just crying out for this to happen. If it had been done like this, and let the part 1 end like part 2 wasn't going to happen, 20th Century Fox might not have lost so much money on this movie. Instead, we're stuck with the most expensive entry into Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.